Oy Mishe, 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 Neichnas Adar. Yes, we're dancing into Adar with Simcha, another Adar, thank God. Purim is right around the corner. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be epic in the community. Modi's coming. It's going to be, it's really going to be Gavaldik. It's going to be great. The Simcha's here. It's palpable. And as that's happening, we also know there's war in the world. And it's scary. There are images out of Ukraine that are just frightening. There are thousands of Jews still living in the Ukraine, either still living, Holocaust survivors, a couple of thousand Holocaust survivors that are there and dealing with unimaginable things once again. And there are thousands of Jews also that just that have settled there, that were living there. We have to think about them. And we have to think about the innocents in general, the non-Jews, notwithstanding what happened 80 years ago. And, we know as people impacted by the Holocaust, we know the horrors of what happened in Ukraine and what happened there. But there are innocents right now that are being really just brutalized by an imperialistic regime that doesn't care. That doesn't care about human life. And we daven for them. And we daven for all of Achenu B'nai Yisrael that are in Sarah. And I'm dedicating these words to them because we know as we're finishing up the Mishkan, right? Parshas Pekudei, completing the culmination of the building of the tabernacle. And we know that the Mishkan represents to us the shuls, right? The concept of the shul, the communal connectors, the central force of what a Jewish community is about, our shuls. And that there are times in our history that people couldn't go to shuls, right? Usually for persecution reasons, right? That happened in the Ukraine all those years ago, in times of the Holocaust and times before that, I'm sure, during all sorts of pogroms and so on. It's happened throughout our history. It's happening now, where it's scary to be able to go to shul, to congregate. It happened for us during COVID, obviously, most poignantly for all of us, for the entire world during these lockdowns. And we still almost feel a sense our shuls aren't filled yet. They're not at capacity yet. I'm being honest. And there's this pasuk at the end of the Parshas Pekudei that says that Moshe couldn't go. V'lo yachol Moshe lavo el moed. He couldn't go into the sanctuary. Ki shachan alav ha'anan. The cloud of glory, it was there, and it just sort of took up everything. God's Shekhinah was there, his cloud was there, and Moshe couldn't even go when the cloud was there. And yet, we find a contrast of this. The Gemara points out that when Moshe was at the mountain, was at Har Sinai, it says, there was a cloud, and Moshe walked inside, right? And Moshe walked right in through the cloud. Vayavo Moshe v'toche anan. He went into the cloud. What happened? What's the difference? And the Gemara says beautifully, Tan Verbi Shmuel, there was a shvil that was made. Hashem made a shvil within the cloud, a pathway within the cloud, so that he could go in, so that he could walk in safely and be there. And I think we need to know that now is one of those times where the shvil is opened up once again. There was a cloud of uncertainty, a cloud of who knows what. Whatever was going on, feelings of shul. The shvil is open. It's been, it's kind of a narrow shvil, then it's been getting a little larger, a little wider still. Let's just open it up. Let's pull it apart and move those clouds of darkness, of gloom away and dance together. Mishenichnas Adar marbim b'simcha, back into our sanctuary. And I'll be right there to greet you all. Mishenichnas Adar marbim b'simcha. See you in shul.